Section 2.
Normative references.
The following reference documents are indispensable for the application of this document. For dated references, only the edition cited applies. For undated references, the latest edition of the reference document, including any amendments, applies.
API Specification 5L. Specification for line pipe.
ASNT SNT-TC-1A. Recommended practice for personnel qualification and certification in non-destructive testing. ASTME 2.3. Standard test methods for notched bar impact testing of metallic materials. ASTME 165. Standard test method for liquid penetrant examination. ASTME 384. Standard test method for Knoop and Vickers hardness of materials. ASTME 709. Standard guide for magnetic particle testing. ASTME 747. Standard practice for design, manufacture, and material grouping classification of wire image quality indicators, IQI, used for radiology. ASTME 1025. Standard practice for design, manufacture, and material grouping classification of whole-type image quality indicators, IQI, used for radiography.
AWSA 3.0 Standard Welding Terms and Definitions. AWSA 5.1 Specification for carbon steel electrodes for shielded metal arc welding. AWSA 5.2 Specification for carbon and low alloy steel rods for oxy-fuel gas welding. AWSA 5.5 Specification for low alloy steel electrodes for shielded metal arc welding. AWSA 5.17 Specification for carbon steel electrodes and fluxes for submerged arc welding. AWSA 5.18 Specification for carbon steel electrodes and rods for gas-shielded arc welding. AWSA 5.20 Specification for carbon steel electrodes for flux cord arc welding. AWSA 5.28 Specification for low alloy steel electrodes and rods for gas-shielded arc welding. AWSA 5.29 Specification for low alloy steel electrodes for flux cord arc welding. AWSA 5.32 Welding consumables, gases and gas mixtures for fusion welding and allied processes. AWSA 5.36 Specification for carbon and low alloy steel flux cord electrodes for flux cord arc welding and metal cord electrodes for gas metal arc welding.
BSENISO 15653 Metallic materials. Method of test for the determination of quasi-static fracture toughness of welds. ISO 192321 Non-destructive testing. Image quality of radiographs. Part 1. Image quality indicators. Wire type. Determination of image quality value. NACEMR 0175/ISO 15156. All parts. Petroleum and natural gas industries. Materials for use in H2S containing environments in oil and gas production.